All right, everybody, here we go again, another weekend. See if we can get some work done in Dirty 30 here. See what we can accomplish this weekend. Try to get this thing a little bit closer here. All right, first thing we're gonna probably get going here is our tranny mount came in. So we'll see if we can get the cross member up in there. See if we can get that mounted up. That way, we can get these guys, made these this week, cut them out on the plasma table, bent them up. They're for our radius rods to come into. And get up into the frame here, get our front suspension tied up the rest of the way. That way we can get some weight down on the nose, get the car sitting that way, and we can start looking about getting that rear suspension. But first we got to do, once we get the weight on the nose, the stands in the back of the car, it'll be kind of loaded the way it's going to sit. We can go through, picked up a big drill bit, about a 12-inch long one, so we can get the body mounted finally. Because since we filled in the frame rails, everything's boxed in, you can't go in and just bolt to the top of the rail anymore. So we're gonna go through, we got these four here, got to drill all the way through the frame rail. That way we can nut them from the bottom and cinch everything down, but we'll start adjusting this, see if we can get these doors to work proper and get the body fit nice. That way we can get the upper apron on and start tying this thing together a little bit. All right, transmission cross member is all clamped up into place. Got tranny mount in there. Finished laying stuff out here. All right, got our brackets, made them with 1/2-inch holes, but actually need to be 5/8. So get out the nice step bit and we'll open these guys up a little bit. Just like that, opened up a little bit. Alright, so that's how our brackets are going to be under here. Come in, take a grinder, I'm going to clean up the bottom side of this frame here real quick. Let's put the jack under here, we'll get these things squared up and under there, and we'll get them tacked into place. All right, got the mount up on this side. So now we're gonna go over to the other side and just do the same thing. All right, we got the front hairpin brackets welded on. So now I actually have weight of the car sitting on the front axle. So now we can come in here to all our body mounts. We can start shimming, bolting, twisting. I just noticed these doors got one bolt up top, one bolt at the bottom. And of course the threads are jacked up in every one of them, so I have to run a tap through everything, see if we can get these doors mounted. That way we can get busy on the trying to align everything with the body mounts, because as we go in with the body mounts, Get in there, we'll bolt everything down. As you can see here, the center of the car needs to come up, the nose needs to pull down, so we can try to get the body, everything to align on both sides. And we'll do that by doing a shim pack between the body and the frame. We'll get everything where we like it. We can tack that shim pack together, or we'll make a solid aluminum shim for it. But it's gonna take a lot of up and down, back and forth, bolting it together so we can make these doors work. Then when we're happy with that, we'll get this upper apron here lined up in the car, cleaned up, ground up, and then we'll get it welded in. And then I'm pretty sure we got some decent wood for the roof. So we'll get the roof bows in and we'll start looking about seeing if we're gonna cut a piece of metal and close the top in, or what we're gonna do for this thing this year. But I guess for right now, we'll start running a tap through all these holes and get the threads cleaned up so we can get these doors bolted on. All right, need to run to town. Need to get a couple more bolts for these doors so I can finish trying to adjust them. But for now, we'll go in. We're gonna drill these last 4 holes through the frame rails for the body mounts. I've got the bolts stuck in the front ones here, so we can start trying to twist this thing around. Right now, it's got a pretty good twist in it. Probably gonna have to put the friction jack in here and jack from that side over, see if we can kind of twist this body over a little bit. And then we'll do some more tacking in the firewall there and try to lock stuff in, adjust some body mounts, and try to twist this thing around a little bit. All right, so got the friction jack in here, twisting the body over, getting these doors to where they actually fit the body a little bit. Right now, before, this had about an inch gap up here, was touching at the bottom, and we were opposite on the other side. So got the car twisted around, pulled a little bit past. Now I'm gonna go ahead and weld up some of this firewall and some of this lower structure and see if we can get this thing to stay. All right, got a nice little round of melting everything together. Now, go in there, clean it up a little bit with the grinder, and we'll release this friction jack and see how close we are to staying where we need. All right, well, I think that's where we're gonna leave off on this one. Didn't get a whole ton done on the car this weekend, but did get some parts picked up, made some progress as far as that goes. Firewall tied up a little bit, got some of this bracing tied together. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends, and we'll see you guys next time.